It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Lions and the Cardinals, coming up next.
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but...
The kicker, Chad Ryland, ready to get things started. And off we go from Glendale. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals come out. They're led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray, first overall pick in 2019. Wows you with those highlight plays over the years. Off the injury, Greg, the Cardinals quarterback, is once again the exciting Kyler Murray.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. They'll go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Going to work Connor in the middle here. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he will score. Michael Wilson, touchdown, Arizona. That his first touchdown of the new year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going with their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
By the end of last season, Mike, on that NFC Championship run of the Detroit Lions, Jahmyr Gibbs really found his stride. They can do so many different things with him, run game, pass game, no matter how you do it. When you get the ball into this kid's hands, he can do a lot.
And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Patrick motioning here. Goff to throw on 1st down. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Cardinals offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he's close to a 1st down. 2nd and a yard. This is a give to Connor, running right. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Murray now on 2nd down. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Connor. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here to Connor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And not much doing would not get free. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st down, the drive begins with Connor. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Connor. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings...
And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Open man, it's Jameson Williams.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Goff to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Patrick motioning here. A 2nd down throw for Goff. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. Fourth down, is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate.
To the goal line and in. Tim Patrick, touchdown Lions. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions are on the board. It's 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Greg Dortch. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cards offense make their way out to take over once more. Our next drive getting ready to start, and we'll let you know what's coming up here later tonight. It is a good one. The Chiefs and Falcons in Atlanta. Second primetime appearance for the Falcons in the last 2 weeks. Then on Monday, a doubleheader comes your way. It's the Jags and the Bills in Orchard Park. Note the start time, 7:30 Eastern, followed by the Commanders and Bengals. That kicks off at the usual 8:15 starting time. Power run inside. Here's Connor. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's to the right side, caught by McBride. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Connor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Third and long. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. That is Marcus Davenport in there for the sack. So on fourth down, it's Blake Gillikin to punt for Arizona. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll go play action with Goff. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Murray. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll try to run for it.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Blake Gillikin now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Williams in motion. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. That's a nice run, taking it up past the 30-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. Back to the grab, get it again. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. Quickly, they get it into the hands of Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Arizona will take its 1st timeout. Clock will stop. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, it's Connor. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. 3rd and long. Here's Connor. Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll find his tight end, McBride. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Card's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Murray. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Murray's going to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Arizona. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break, as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Josh Jacobs, well over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run as well. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Chicago Bears. Anthony Richardson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. In the first half, the Cardinals did what they always do, and that's rely on their quarterback, Kyler Murray. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, has half number 2. Kicks off. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cardinals offense and their veteran running back James Conner set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Murray looking to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
He'll take off again. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now Murray keeping it himself, and he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They get 5 on 3rd and 1.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
There he goes again. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
On first down, Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second down, Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Running here is Conner. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a give up the middle, Conner. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. He dropped for the loss of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Murray will throw. That's caught left side by Ryman. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 10. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The Cardinals offense ready to take over possession of the football. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Murray now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now it's Murray. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Now, Goff. This throw out wide to St. Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Murray to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try to work the screen with Connor.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Goff to throw. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Gibbs. So a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to cut the deficit in half. And this one right down the middle. It's good. Big points there. They are back within 3 here in the 4th quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Gonna work Hunter in the middle here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's to the right side. Caught by McBride. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's to the right side and incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
The Cardinals line up for a punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On 1st down, it's Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And a lot of people were confused about the Jameson Williams draft selection a couple years ago, Mike, coming off injury, got hurt late in his career at Alabama. But let's not forget, when this guy was healthy, he was the best wide receiver in college. And now we're starting to see a lot of those qualities that we saw in that last year at Alabama play out at the professional level.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
On 2nd down, Goff. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The home team's offense ready to take over once again. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Murray. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself. but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category, but the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Taking off, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
This is a give to Connor, running right. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down?
The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing, Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Handoff, Gibbs running left. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Detroit. From the gun, it's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Back to the air, it's Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, and they'll run it with Connor. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. 3rd and long. Now Connor. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Cardinals lining up for a punt. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Budda Baker.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole? The
Cards offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Connor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win here in the desert for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.